That's right. You hear the music. You hear my voice. We are starting this June off correct, y'all. We starting this month off correct on the first. I'm gonna restart it. Oh, it is. All right, I'm gonna read.
Three, two, one.
You know, we starting this Sunday, this month of June, and in the year of our Lord 2023, the right way, with a brand new episode of High Off the Glass on a Sunday. How y'all doing? What's up? How's everybody doing out there? This is OThaGreat. I'm here. We are doing it. I'm happy to be here. We did. What's up? Oh, studio audience. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are happy to be here. I know I'm happy to be here as well. Man, the last few days have been, the last few weeks have been crazy. C's still in the building. Celtics in the house. Still got to rep my team. The last few weeks have been crazy. Trying to get everything together for my third annual NBA Finals Live watch party. You see the shirt right here. Boom. Just make sure you get the shirt so that people see it. Boom. Make sure they see it. Whatever camera. Boom. Make sure they get it. Yeah, we did that on Thursday. Today is Sunday. Today is the 4th. That was the first. What is it? 2 days ago. And today might be the 3rd. What's today's date? 3rd or 4th? Just? All right. So, yeah, we did that, and it was amazing. Super shout out to my boy Duran for letting us use Neat Restaurant and Bar at 11208 West Florissant Ave. Thank you so much to him for letting us use his spot, for getting it in. If you have questions, if you'd like to call in, if you'd like to chime in with your cannabis, basketball, sports-related questions, or anything you'd like to talk about, call in 515-599-1687, 515-599-1687. Again, 515-599-1687. Neat is a new spot. Used to be Laugh Lounge, used to be Knockout Kings, and now it is a awesome restaurant and bar right at 11208 West Florissant Ave, right in that Aldi's parking lot, right in that strip mall over there. We had a great time. Super major shout out, man. These brothers came and held me down, and they brought their people with them. High Pressure Growers, HPG. Taylor from there. He was just here yesterday. He was on Kicking and Company Saturday show from noon to 12 here at My City, My Music. That brother knows a lot about cannabis, and he always drops knowledge wherever he goes. Super grateful to him for that. We had Sheed with the Weed. They were in the house. Also, these brothers have been on my show. She with the Weed. Now, you talk about someone who has catapulted quickly in the in the cannabis community here in St. Louis. This dude has just took off like a rocket, and really, really fast. So we were very happy to have him a part of it. I have some of his bud right now. Damn it, I think I left it out in the truck. I need to go get that because I need to roll up. He has all the awesome packaging, all that stuff. And we love to see it. Hey, Marcusio, you do me a favor? Come here. You busy? You mind going to my truck and grabbing that bud that's in the glove compartment? Truck right there. Yeah, all you got to do is unlock it, open the passenger door. You'll see Sheed with the weed bag right in the glove box. Just grab that for me and lock it back. I appreciate you, Chief. So, yeah, wanted to show you guys that because, the way this brother does his packaging, it's no one else is marketing like Sheed is. Nobody in in the cannabis industry, not that I know of. And then you have Big J, also known as Big John Michael. This is a brother I've known since he was literally 17 years old when I worked with him down at Sports Avenue, down at Union Station. Awesome sporting goods, sport clothes, jerseys, hats, shirts, shit like that. It was dope too. It was dope. Down at Union Station. Known that brother for a long time, and so happy that he is out here doing his thing, and he is blowing up in the cannabis industry because he's been a part of the cannabis industry when we wasn't supposed to have one, when it was illegal back in the day, and who was all over it? John Michael. So big shout out to Big J. So happy that he's doing his thing, and we got to go down the list, man. What is it? Field State Dispensary. You know, I love to have. Said sheed with the weed in the glove box, bro.
My finger ripped through that.
Huh? You brought me an empty container. Thank you. that was pointless. All right. So what is it? Sheed with the weed dispensary out in Florissant. They were awesome. This is their second year jumping on with me, and greatly appreciate them. Those people are awesome. They always come through. They had an awesome Plinko game. They had giveaways. They're canna bags. Now let me tell y'all about the canna bags real quick. The canna bags that the sponsors gave out were chock full of just free stuff. Like you had Yolanda Brown, Misunderstood, another member of My City, My Music. She brought her edibles, MFG goods, and I mean, this sister put all types of stuff in that bag. I was shocked, you know what I'm saying? Because Yolanda hooked it up. There was a lot of good stuff in there, so major props to her. What else? We had Elevate, owned by Gina. This sister, I actually met her at the cannabis district show that we had that she put on actually last Saturday a week ago. And while I was there, she asked me if she wanted to be a part. She wanted to be a part of the NBA Finals live watch party. So we did that, and it was dope. So that was awesome, and so happy that Gina came down. And Gina's edibles, Yolanda's edibles, both amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I love how Miss Brown, how Misunderstood, you can actually taste the cannabis in her food. Gina does it different. She uses an oil, and that oil is a derivative from the plant, so it has no cannabis taste to it at all, but it's still good. You know, me personally, I like the taste. And let's see, this go through everybody, and then I'm looking at my shirt here, make sure I got everybody. And then, last but definitely not least, I got to give it up to Blake Watkins, who I love this brother, but he does not know how to promote. I don't I don't understand. He does not know how to promote. My man has social media pages and does not put the event on the social media pages, but was really happy to have him a part. This man has the best incense and soap in North America, makes it his own. Some he gets sent from Africa, and his stuff is really good. It's amazing. So I was happy to have him be a part of the event. So that was dope, and I had to give a major shout out to them. And thank you again for all of you that came out. We enjoyed ourselves. We kicked it. We had a great time. Now to get into this game, it was it was what we kind of expected it to be. It was a lot to a little. It was a lot to a little, as in Denver has a lot and Miami does not have enough. I mean, that's just the gist of it. I hate that Miami beat us. Let me say that. I hate that Miami beat Boston, because I know that we could have given Nuggets more of a test. Now, granted, I'm saying that, and I do have Miami in 7. I got Miami in 7 games. Hopefully they can sneak one out tonight, because game 2 is tonight back in Denver, Colorado. The high altitude is, damn, bro, how the fuck? The altitude is something. The altitude is no joke. It's you have to be ready for it. If you're not ready for it, it'll get you. You know, it'll definitely get you. So I don't know if Miami was prepared for it, coming off that grueling series against Boston, which they were up 3-0 and then let Boston win 3-0, and then had a deciding game 7, and Boston just threw up on themselves and couldn't do anything. They couldn't throw water into water into an ocean. They couldn't hit anything. They just basically, I guess it was nerves. I guess it was the pressure. It was a lot of different things. I remember seeing Al Horford after game. I don't know if it was after game 4 or if it was after game 5, and he's talking to Abby Chin, who runs this Boston. She's a local for NBC Boston. They cover Celtic games in Boston, local coverage, and he's laughing at her, talking about all the pressure is on Miami, no pressure on them, which was a lie. Which was a huge lie, but he had to say what he had to say to make it seem like they were loose and keep the pressure off of them and all this. When you walk around with a mantra on your chest all year that says unfinished business, you got nothing but pressure, and you put the pressure on yourself. So that was them. But man, low scoring game by Miami in game 1. I think they only put up 85 points, 84 points. It was sad. They couldn't do anything. With the closest they got it to, I think they cut it to 8. But it's yes, Denver has a lot of firepower. Yes, Denver has a great coach. Yes, Denver has a great player in Joker. They do. I mean, Nikola Jokic is really good. Now, this narrative that people are trying to say now with what is it? I heard this on Sirius XM literally on the way down here to the studio. Is he the greatest offensive big man ever? Like, this is the type of stuff that drives me crazy, and all this is just a white media just orgasming on themselves over a white boy that can actually play ball, and that can play on this level. Now, the sad part is he's not respected by his counterparts throughout the league, but he's still kicking ass. And I guess if he gets his championship this year, he may gain their respect. Maybe he'll be picked, other than second to last for All-Star game next year. Maybe so. But all I know, he is not the greatest offensive big man we've ever seen. Like, I hate that. I hate that narrative. I hate that we have to go there with it, because I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. He cannot be that, because we've already had it. We've already had this brother by the name of Wilt Chamberlain, who was amazing and who could pass, but who could pass, who could rebound, who is still the all-time leading rebounder in the National Basketball Association, even though you have somebody like Dennis Rodman, who a lot of people would think that he had the title. But you have Wilt Chamberlain. Defensive center would be Bill Russell, but we're talking about offensive right now. Then you have an offensive center by the name of Shaquille O'Neal. Now, how in the world now I guess the only argument that you could have with that would be Shaq was more dominant because he did most of his stuff in the paint, and Joker is everywhere. He's bringing the ball up. He's at the top of he's shooting threes. He's on the paint. He's this. He's that. He's doing all these different things. I guess that's the only thing I would say. But if it was Shaquille, if I had, and I think if you listening, if you all were starting a team right now, and you had prime Joker, which is I guess right now 2023, and prime Shaq, which is 2000, I say about 99 to 04. That's probably prime Shaq. Maybe you can throw in 98, but the Fakers were shitty back then. It was just him, Eddie Jones, and Nick Van Exel. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have much. But if you were to pick a team right now, and you had those two big men to choose from, I think you're going with obviously you're going with Shaq. I mean, if you went with Joker, I'm going to get Shaq, and I'm going to have him punish Joker in the paint. I mean, every time, I don't think he's not going to be quicker than Shaq. Wherever he goes, Shaq can guard him. He's not gonna do a dribble move and like leave Shaq in the dust. I think that anything that any place that Joker goes on the court, Shaq will be right there to defend. Now, good luck, Joker, down in that paint against Shaq. I just want to say, I mean, good luck with it, because I don't see how you could do anything with that. But don't just look at them. Look at both of their games. Look at Joker right now, and you look at Shaq in the early 2000s, and you will see what I'm talking about. There's no way that Joker could actually guard that. Now, to go back to game one, the thing that threw me off was how flat Jimmy Butler was. Now, I don't understand it with Jimmy. I know I think he was dealing with an injury in Game 7 against my team, against the C's, because there's no way that you could just have 3 games where you just don't do anything like he did against us. Like those 3 games he had against us, he did not do a damn thing. It was freaking sad. It was ridiculous, and it was sad. What up, nephew? But I think that he tried, and the stuff he was doing against the C's, he was just throwing up bullshit and getting calls and going to the line. But one thing that I noticed now, he's gonna have to, he can't throw up dumb shit and expect to get a call in the NBA Finals. Like, that's not going to work. But what he's going to also have to do is he's going to have to be more aggressive, because one thing that we've noticed, I've not seen Miami win a game where he wasn't the offensive focal point and he wasn't as aggressive as he could be. I have not seen them win a game like that yet. Maybe they will. I don't know, but they have not done it yet. It's almost like his teammates need to see him go off, and they need to see that dog come out of him before they're aggressive and the dog comes out of them. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. How that could how you could have a game one and you're not aggressive and you're not pushing the issue, I don't understand. The only thing I can attribute that to is the high altitude in the state of Colorado. That's the only thing I can attribute that to, because that is real. Those of you that have been to Denver know. Those of you that live in Denver or live in Colorado, you probably don't realize it. You've just heard because your body is acclimated. But right on. That being up there is no joke, and I really think that took Miami out of his element. It took him out of that game. Now they can't just be like, okay, well we'll just chalk these two games up in game 1, game 2 up in Denver, and we'll get them in Florida. We'll get them in Southern Florida. No, you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that, especially against this Denver Nuggets team. You have to jump out on them. You have to put the pressure on them. And this is the one thing that I've seen with Joker. See, Joker, if those of you that don't know, Joker is their center. He's their a lot of people in the sports media now call him the greatest big man ever played ball, maybe the best offensive big man ever. All these accolades that he has not yet earned. He brings the ball up the court by himself. What I don't get is, why in the hell would you not pressure him before he brings the ball up? Like, why do you think it's okay to you see him bringing the ball up and just gingerly, just not even a lot of effort, just casually bringing the ball up, and they do not pressure him? Put someone smaller on him that could force a turnover, that he's not quicker than. Like, I don't get that. They just let him just be Isaiah Thomas out there, be Magic Johnson out there, and don't put anybody on him. Just, we'll pick him up at half court. That's dumb as shit. But then also, too, Miami was very, very lucky to get past Boston. They played, but if you watch Game 7, it wasn't luck. They just outplayed them. But they were lucky to get past him. The reason me saying that is because they don't have a lot of firepower. They don't. They really don't. You have a Max Strus who was caught ball watching a lot of game one. Didn't do much in the later half of that Eastern Conference final. You got Gabe Vincent, who I like, who I think is a baller, but can he create his own shot? I see that he has at times, but it's easily shut down, And then you got size on Denver, but we're not even getting to that. Then you got Duncan Robinson, who got $90 million from the Miami Heat, but I believe, especially after Game 6, when he missed those two open Game 6 Eastern Conference Finals, when he missed those two open threes against Boston to seal that game away, he probably has some doubt about how he plays and how good he is, and some imposter syndrome. I really believe he has that. And the other thing that I really don't understand about this Miami team. Now, granted, I did pick them to win in 7. I picked them to win in 7 because I cannot stand Kroenke. Stan Kroenke is the owner of that team. He is the owner of the L.A. They were the St. Louis Rams. Now they're the L.A. Lambs. He's the owner of them. He's the owner of the Colorado Avalanche, and he is the owner of the Denver Nuggets. And the NFL has a rule where you can't own teams outside of their league. You can only own NFL teams, but they don't enforce it. And his son supposedly owns the Denver Nuggets. So, rich people get to skirt around rules that non-rich people don't get to do. But I don't get how Miami did not strengthen that team. Like, the only thing they did is they added Kevin Love. That's it. Like, they added Kevin Love. Victor Oladipo went out before the playoffs. Tyler Hero went out. Game 1 of the first round of the playoffs. They didn't try to get anyone off of waivers. They didn't try to get anyone off of waivers before the playoffs even started. They probably thought, okay, it'd be too hard to get them into Heat culture shape, which I somewhat get. But still, like, strengthen your team. Like, K-Love, I think Kevin Love was a great addition. He's helped them down low. He's helped them tremendously. But what? You don't have much. You don't have much. The thing that you have is you play like a complete team. Teams that you faced in that Eastern Conference, they didn't really play like a complete team. They didn't play like a complete team. Miami wanted to play like a complete. Milwaukee wanted to play like a complete team. They're hurt. They were hurt all season, and I think ownership there screwed themselves by firing the coach after by losing in, I think it was Game 5 or Game 6 to Miami, because it wasn't his fault his team wasn't healthy. They just weren't. His two best players weren't healthy. What do you expect? Then you got the Knicks, who they don't know how to act. They just now getting there. So, they're in the first round for the first time, since the 90s. So they don't know what to do. And then you have us. You have the C's, who knew how to play together as a team last year because we had better leadership from a coaching aspect, and this year we don't. And you have coaches, and you have a coach, you have a head coach and assistant coaches and upper management that panics, and that's what happens. Miami was the most structured and sound team in the Eastern Conference. That's why they were able to get out of it. Same thing last year with us. Same thing with Milwaukee the year before that. So them going against this juggernaut Denver, the thing that's so scary about Denver is they're just like Miami as a complete team, but they're deeper. They're way deeper. You have what you want on that team. You've got a dominant big man. You've got a great two guard. You've got a great small forward that can shoot in Michael Porter Jr. Your two guard is Jamal Murray. That dude is cold blooded. You have a great power forward in Aaron Gordon, who I wish to God we could have gotten, because Lord knows we needed him. We have him. They have him. They have what is it? Who's their point? I think their point Bruce Brown, but Bruce Brown kind of comes off the bench. So to be honest with you, I don't know who their starting point guard is. You know why? Because Joker carries the ball up the court most of the time. You know, that's the shitty part. But I just hope that that Miami can make this a damn series, and I think they can. The only way that they can literally make this a series is because they have to attack, and I don't get. I mean, you're not going to get much out of Idris Adebayo, also known as Bam, because this dude, he was scared to post up a two-guard Derek White against Boston. He was scared to do that. But when Grant Williams came, a small forward, he saw him as barbecue chicken. And Grant Williams has been able to match up against Giannis and Embiid and just almost any big man that you have in the league or on the East Coast. Grant Williams can do something with him, but with Bam just hit him with a spin move and an elbow. Couldn't do shit. It was, I don't know. So can Bam do something with Joker? I doubt it. But I think if Miami was to do a tandem of K-Love and Bam on him, and then when one of those guys are tired, you bring in Zeller, who just looks like, God bless it. Look, that dude looks like he needs to be at somebody's Y. Like just a big goofy son of a bitch out there, boy. But it looks like he has no basketball Q. He has a basketball IQ, but just no skills at all. It's just sad. What is it? If they supplement him, bring him in when Love or Bam are tired, and you're gonna have to pressure the shit out of Joker, and make him give up that ball, which he did in game one. He gave it up, and other people scored. But hey, you got to do your assignment. You know, Duncan, whatever your assignment is, handle your assignment. Max Strus, whatever your assignment is, handle your assignment, because that person you're on is probably who's killing y'all. You know what I'm saying? Gabe Vincent, handle your assignment. It's simple as that. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to understand. I'm gonna go. Wonder where my guy Rob is with the numbers, but what is that? I'm gonna go here and check out the number, like who's favorite today. And granted, we know that Denver is favored, but I want to see exactly. I want to see what the point spread is. I want to see this, that, and the third, because I think I'm gonna run over there and place a bet. I live in Missouri, so in Missouri it is illegal to bet. Good God, Cardinals are so shitty. Lost to the Pirates, 2-1, 25 and 35. Damn, Cards need to step it up. Haven't done a damn thing yet. And see, this is I'm reading the top headlines from ESPN from the ESPN app, and Mike Malone, the head coach of Denver. This dude is hell bent on winning the championship, and I'm so glad I didn't bet against their ass, because Michael Malone didn't admit. What is it? Michael Malone got caught up in. Michael Malone didn't mince words when it came to the Nuggets in Game 1. Said, I don't think we played well in Game 1. Malone said on Saturday, I watched the tape, and they were 5 of 16 on wide-open threes. Well, I'm surprised by that. As I told our players this morning, the fact that they got 16 wide-open threes is problematic, and if you think that Max Strus is going to go 0 for 9 again, or Duncan Robinson is going to go 1 for 5 again, you're wrong. Are they wrong to think that? I love Malone's message. Malone's message is basically, we're not done. We're not done. We haven't done anything. We played like crap. Now, granted, I want to give y'all more of a breakdown of Game 1, but I was doing a live podcast at the time. You know what I'm saying? I literally was doing a live podcast, trying to keep the ship moving. So I saw some game, and every time I looked up, What you call was getting their ass whooped. there was never a time where they weren't getting their ass whooped. That was the sad part about it. But Miami has mental fortitude. Miami has heat culture. Miami could be down 0-3 to these Denver Nuggets or to the Celtics or Bucks or whoever. And Miami would be like Boston and pick themselves up from the canvas and make it a real fight. I see them. I do not see them caving, no matter how overmatched they are by the Denver Nuggets. I don't see them caving. I don't see them caving at all. What else did he say? Malone said the Nuggets needed to play much better defense in the fourth quarter when they surrendered 30 points and 60% shooting and allowed the Heat to climb back within 9 with 2:34 remaining on Thursday. Yeah, so like I said, okay, I said 8. It was 9 points. Yeah, they got back. They got within 9. But I'll be honest with you. Let's see. As a message to how good Denver played in the building, that 24-point lead, and Nikola Jokic finishing with a triple-double, and Jamal Murray having a double-double in their finals debut. Yep. And that's the thing. What was it? I guess he's the first person since Jason Kidd did it in I think it was the 2000 final against the Fakers when he was with the New Jersey Nets. First person in an NBA Finals debut game 1 to have a triple-double. Joker did the same thing. That's awesome for him. And Jamal Murray, playing like Bubble Murray, he had a double-double in his Finals debut. I don't know if that goes along with anything, if that who else has done that. But, it didn't look close. It didn't look close throughout the game. It just looked like they were in trouble. It looked like what is it? It looked like Miami had too much. But again, we're not done. That was game 1. This is a potentially 7-game series. If the first team to 4, that's all you got to be. The first team to 4 games. If you can be the first team to 4 games, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You can fucking win this. You can win that Larry O'Brien trophy, but you have to be the first one to it. I want to say also too that I'm keeping an eye on these Stanley Cup finals because I'm damn sure going over there to place a bet on this, and I think this is going to help me. Florida Panthers are in their first Stanley Cup finals. Hey Justin, help me out. Is it finals or final for Stanley Cup? Which one is it?
I guess it would be singular because there's only one final, right?
But see, that's the thing. NBA, we say finals.
There's only one final.
But it's 7. It's a potential 7 games in that series, though.
Playoffs.
Yeah, it's final. Huh?
It makes sense to me.
It does.
Playoffs is more than one.
Right.
The final is just one game.
But
It's
it's
a series of games.
yeah. That's why.
So it could be either or, I guess.
The only reason I even say this because Adam Shine, this guy, he's on Sirius XM. He's been in sports radio for sports media for almost 20 years, probably 20 years.
So the Super Bowl would be the final because there's only one game.
Bowl. It's not Super Bowls. Yep, bowl. But see, look, he gets into a heated debate with Toronto because he don't like the way they say Toronto Maple Leafs. It should be Toronto Maple Leaf or some shit. I don't know.
The Leafs are the players, so there's more than one.
But look. He goes off. He's like, it's not Stanley Cup final. It's finals. That's his thing. So I don't know. That's why Justin Kicker, the owner, proprietor here at My City, My Music.
Finals, plural, I think.
Yeah, he's a hockey fan. So I wanted to get his opinion on it. I'm gonna go with finals because I like finals better. But are you ain't watching this the Stanley Cup Finals at all, are you? Yeah, if it's not a St. Louis team, I tell you one thing, boy.
There's former Blues on Vegas.
Who? Oh yeah, I heard there is. Tarasenko?
Barbashev, and I think Petrangelo.
There you go. Yeah, I heard that. I don't understand what it is with the Blues. It seems like the Blues. I don't know. Do they want to win still? Are they just happy they got that? That 2018, was it 2018 or 2019?
19.
Are they just happy they got the 2019 title? I'm not sure, but I'm paying attention to it because of this. I have Florida. I have the Panthers winning. The reason why I have the Panthers winning, I had the Panthers in Seattle. And I guess that was just too far-fetched. But the reason why I had Seattle is because they knocked out the Avalanche, the reigning champs. I had Florida because they knocked out the Bruins, my team, the greatest hockey team in the regular season you've ever seen. More goals, more wins than anybody, and they get knocked out in the first round like bitches in Game 7. So it was sad. But I got Florida winning the whole thing. What say you? What you think?
I'd like Florida to win, I guess, because I don't think they've ever won a series. I usually go for the underdog if I don't really have a favorite.
Right.
I don't think Vegas might have. I'm not sure if Vegas
won already.
Did they? Yeah, and they've only been in the league recently. They're one of the newer teams.
Yeah. Wait, matter of fact, they went there, but I don't know if they won it. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna check.
We gotta Google that stuff.
Hold on, face bitch. Hold on.
But yeah, I'd like to see Florida win, I guess.
Has Vegas Knights won a championship?
Yes, the Golden Knights won 6-0 last Monday against the Stars.
No, that's not what I was asking. Championship.
Have they won the Stanley Cup?
Here we go. Have the Vegas Knights won the Stanley Cup? 0 Stanley Cups, but yes, they've been already.
I think they've been. Yeah, definitely they've been in the playoffs. I don't know about the finals, maybe. But.
Conference and another thing too, for an expansion team, it's crazy that they're so good so fast. They got a lot of good players from other teams. 2017 conference champs, 2018 conference champs, and this year conference champs. Wow.
So they've been there 3 times already.
Actually, you know what? No, it says 2017-18, so I think it was just 18 in this year. So they've been twice. So they got to win something. Now I'm thinking, did Florida win back in the 90s with Jerome McGinley? Did they win back then?
McGinley was on Calgary, I thought.
No, but Jerome, he went to the Panthers, and I thought
did he? After Calgary?
Who won Stanley Cup championship in '96?
That was probably Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Avalanche with 96?
Yeah,
wow.
they won in 96.
That's when they had Patrick Waugh.
Yeah, they did.
He was a beast in goal.
They were, and that's before Kroenke
owned it. Snasny or whatever. Peter Snasny, can't even say his name. Snasny.
Have the Florida Panthers ever won the Stanley Cup trophy?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
According to Wikipedia, the team has made 2 appearances in the Stanley Cup Final.
2 appearances, no wins.
1996, losing to the Colorado Avalanche, and again
Yep.
in
Oh, that was that year. Colorado beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Between 1996 and 2022, the Panthers only qualified for the Stanley Cup playoffs 7 times, not winning a playoff series again until 2022.
Haven't won a series since last year.
They had a little drought, yeah.
Yeah, they have. So I want to see them. Now, see, this is going to be cool because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen this year with these teams. It's going to be
one of their first.
It's going to be one of their first, and that's one thing you rarely see in professional sports, where you see a sports team win a championship for their very first time.
Like when you lose your virginity.
Okay,
the first time's always the best.
What the fuck? Where we at?
Womp womp womp.
I need a.
Was that is your first NBA championship?
Here we go.
Equivalent to losing your virginity?
Here we go. That's what that joke is.
So you're saying your first time wasn't fun and exciting, and then after that they all kind of blended together?
No, they're all good. From what players have said, every championship. You know what championship is better than the last one? The next one. Every championship is important, and the next one is the best one. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. So it does not matter.
Building.
I just want to see Florida do it.
Unless you're a one-hit wonder, I guess, right?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be no damn one-hit wonder. The one thing I want to see happen, though, and this has to happen, is I want to see Florida win it. The reason why I want to see Florida, I want to see. Look, this is really kind of crazy. You got to let me take you on a little ride.
Where are the Panthers from? What part of Florida?
They play in Broward County, Sunshine, Florida.
By?
That's like about an hour from Miami. Like an hour, 45 minutes, 40 minutes from Miami.
So they got 2 teams. They got the basketball
finals
and
the
hockey
That's
finals.
what's so crazy about it, bro. This is the first time ever that you have 2 teams that have gotten to the championship round in 2 different sports from the same city or the same area. You know what I'm saying? Or same state. I've never seen this before. And they both were ace seeds. They both were fucking ace seeds. They both weren't supposed to be there, and did it. Like it's when the Miami Heat's journey has been ridiculous. They were supposed to lose the play-in. What happened? Okay, they were supposed to lose the damn play-in, but yet were able to come out of it. I'm just shocked that Florida was able to beat the Bruins and then go as far as they have.
Was that the first round they played?
They played Bruins in first round. Then they played who they play in the second round? I know Carolina they had in the Eastern Conference Championship. In the second
Carolina,
round,
yeah.
Who'd they have? It was an easy mark though.
Yeah, Carolina lost all their games by 1 goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah,
I mean that's a good fight right there.
And Carolina's from what I've been told, they're a great defensive team. You know, the Hurricanes are a great defensive team, and let's since you brought up them, you know where they come from, right? You remember
they weren't Quebec. They were.
No.
You mean what team did they transfer from?
No, what city? What team did they used to be before they went to North Carolina? You should know that, hockey fan.
I'm more of a Blues fan than a hockey fan.
That's true.
But,
you St. Louis folks, y'all kind of. It's hard for y'all to look outside your region.
Where did they come from? Winnipeg?
No, South.
Atlanta Thrashers?
No.
What happened to the Thrashers?
Aren't they still there?
I don't know.
Yeah, don't nobody care about them. They trash.
South. I don't know.
That's south of Winnipeg.
I don't know.
It's a New England team that's no longer there.
Hartford.
There you go. They're the fucking Whalers.
Hartford Whalers.
They're the fucking Whalers.
I was thinking Hartford was Colorado. Where'd Colorado come from? Quebec.
I think they just
Nordiques.
I don't think they came from. Were they from another team? From another city?
Colorado? I thought they were.
I don't think so.
Tune in and find out.
Right. Hey, I would Google it real quick, but it'll mess up my live I got on Facebook. I can Google on here.
Just minimize that.
Okay. It ain't that serious. I ain't looking.
Yeah.
But the thing that only reason I bring that up is because I really wish I grew up with. I'm from the '80s. I'm an '80s baby. I grew up with Boston Bruins in our area, in my area. What is it? All the New York teams and the Hartford Whalers were kind of like my Springfield Mass team because they were closer to us than the Bruins were in Boston. Boston is like an hour, 20 minutes away. Hartford is only like 40 minutes away. So we kind of gravitated towards them. So we love the Hartford Whalers. We also had
Connecticut.
Yes,
Connecticut.
Yeah, and then our local AHL team, and I don't even know if the AHL is still around. AHL, y'all, for those of you listening. Yeah, and I know this is high off the glass, and we talk cannabis and basketball. We talk all sports, and now we talking hockey because it's the Stanley Cup final.
Hockey has glass around the arena.
There you go. Oh, another corny joke. Here we go.
No, it's not a joke. It's truth. As a big fella would say, no faking.
For real.
If they didn't have the glass, you get a puck in the face.
That is definitely fail. What up, Danielle or Daniel? That's Lauren. Oh, that's Lauren. What up, Lauren? How you doing for watching? What's up, Miss Lady? But I think that I really would like the Whalers to get their team back. I would like Hartford to get their team back because it was dope having them there. And I'm not gonna front, man. That fucking logo was sick. Their unis were dope. And another thing too, I wish that will come back, but it can't now because it's politically incorrect. You remember the Snoop Dogg Gin and Juice video? You remember that video?
Vaguely.
Okay. You think back to that.
That was
video.
only 40 years ago.
It was not 40 years ago.
93.
That was not 40 years ago with your non-counting ass. That was 40 years ago was the 80s, dude.
30 years ago.
It was like almost 30 years ago. Actually.
Oh, yeah, it did come out in 93.
In 93, so yeah, that's 30 years ago. Yeah, 30 years ago. If you remember when he was on top of that car, he had a Indian on his jersey. He had a hockey jersey that had a Native American on it. It was gray, kind of blue, some other I think a green, maybe a green color with it too. Or that might have been a Whalers colors, but it was green, blue, some other color. That was the Springfield Indians from my little city, Springfield, Massachusetts, home of basketball. That was our AHL team. Now, how in the fuck Snoop Dogg found our team and found that jersey to even wear it in that video, we do not know. But
that was before the internet, so there would have been no marketing.
Right. So
how do you find something rare like that?
How did he find that?
Garage sale.
Maybe. Who had a garage sale in L.A.?
Everybody, swap meet.
There you go.
You got at the flea market.
You nailed it. That's it. He probably because he from Long Beach. Long Beach is known for their swamp meets. That's probably where he got the jersey. Was from the damn swamp meet. But that jersey was sick as hell. I wish to God I could even find it. But it is good luck trying to find that mug now. Good luck because that thing back in the day was hard to find. It was super expensive, and now good luck with it. But man, I just hope Florida wins. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to place a bet on them today when I get.
I think they played last night.
They did. They lost. They lost. They lost by 2 goals. Vegas was a lot for them, but I think. And then explain this to me, just because you're a hockey guy. What? I guess okay. The point of emptying the net is because you have an extra person on the ice to try to score for you, right?
Correct. If you're down 1 or 2 goals, you can pull the goalie.
How often does that work?
I'd have to look up the stats for it. I'd say maybe 25%. I mean, and most of that actually depends on luck, right? Because if I'm trying to clear the puck and I hit it off the glass and it goes to the other player, they can shoot and score.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's very rare that it happened, but why not? You're already down 2 goals.
But it's very rare that it works, or very rare that
it works.
Okay, so why do they do it?
If you're down 1 goal, maybe, but they do it when there's 2. I mean, 3 goals.
Yeah.
If you're down 3 in the third period, I mean, that's pretty much
They were
over.
down a goal last night and did it. They were down 1 goal and pulled the goalie. That's what I didn't understand. I saw it because I watched the end of that game.
It depends how much time was left.
It was like
less than 2 minutes.
When they pulled the goalie. Yeah, it was less than 2 minutes. Yeah, it was. I don't get that. And again, guess what? They pulled the goalie. Nobody in the net. Another goal for Vegas.
They got the empty net goal.
So they won by 2. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I just
you
don't
already
get that.
lost. So if you lose by 1 goal or 2 goals, guess what? It's still a loss.
That fucks up a lot of people's spreads, though.
Well, they don't do it for the gamblers.
They should.
Sir.
They could consider
Okay,
the gamblers.
talk to Pete Rose about that. He'll
You ain't
fix some
lying.
books for you.
Man, but Pete fucked up betting on his own team. And he just got aggressive with
What do you think, Jake? What do you think Vegas is doing now? That's why Vegas didn't have any sports teams for all these years.
Yeah, you're right.
Of course, Vegas will bet on their own team. I mean, it's Vegas; they can bet on anybody.
Yeah, but Vegas will. But the people in the organization of the Vegas Golden Knights or the Vegas Raiders or whatever other team goes there, and the players,
Oakland A's are going to Vegas.
I don't want it. I don't like that. I don't like that. You like that?
The A's haven't been good since McGuire and Canseco, man.
Oh,
They've
no.
been good since the 90s.
No,
Terry Steinbach.
They were good. They were good since then. They had that Moneyball era with Billy
Ricky Henderson.
No. Remember that movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt?
I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
You probably did. What is it was the movie broke down Billy
Madison.
No, Billy
Martin.
No.
Bobby Boucher.
No. That's wrong sport. What is it? The movie broke down how the guy's name is Billy something with Oakland, how he basically came up with how I don't have to spend the most to get the most out of my players. I can use numbers. I can use analytics to get my players. I can use analytics to get the best player. How does this person hit against a right-hand pitcher? How does this person hit against a left-hand pitcher? How does this person do against the what is it called when they move one side to the field?
Switch hitter.
Not switch hitter, but when they
the shift.
The shift. How do
They
you hit
can't
against
do
the
that
shift?
anymore, though. I don't think.
What do you mean they can't do that anymore?
They
They got rid of that. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying is
they outlawed the
money.
shift.
The Moneyball era was brought in by Oakland in the early 2000s, and that's when they had Giambi's younger brother. They had Barry Zito. They had Tim Hudson. They had what was that brother's name? The brother that could hit. He was really, I think his name started with Jermaine Dye. Jermaine Dye was cold as fuck. That Oakland team right there, early 2000s Oakland team was dope. They just weren't good enough to get, to go farther. And then they let their resources go to other teams. They never wanted to pay anybody. They let, I want to say Tim Hudson. I think he went down to Atlanta. Uh-oh. Baby girl needs you. But it's just, me personally, I hate that Oakland has to lose yet another professional sports franchise. Yet another one. I think it's disgusting. I think they shouldn't have to lose another team. I think it's sad for them, and I don't like it. I personally do not like it. But more importantly, to these NBA finals, I just want to say, what is it? Come on, Miami. We do not need to see Kroenke make more money. I really believe, I think Miami can steal game 2, but it's going to be hard because Denver is on the lookout for it. Denver is, their awesome coach, Mike Malone. God, I wish we had a coach like that. Michael Malone is preparing them. You have not done anything. They are going to come out like gangbusters in this next game, which they will, and they're going to try to jump y'all and kick y'all ass. Be ready for it. Be ready for it, and that's the thing that they have to prepare for that. They've got to be ready for it. Miami, please be aggressive. Be aggressive, Miami. Just can't hear my music. Hey, Just, my music's not playing. I see it.
Hit the headphones.
Right here. Should have told me that ahead of time. I just hope Miami can do their thing. I really believe they can. But they have to be ultra aggressive. They have to be ultra aggressive. They have to do what the hell they're supposed to do, and they have to jump them from giddy up. And Jimmy Butler can't have a lackadaisical game. He can't just half-ass it out there. And Bam, we're not talking about Bam. Bam's got to do something. I don't know what he's gonna do, but geez, don't play like Idris. And double Joker. Don't make it comfortable for Joker, okay? Do not make it comfortable for Joker. And those of you who are on your on those one-man islands, if you're guarding Jamal Murray, hopefully you can get some help defense with that because that dude is going to cook you. He is cold-blooded. But stay home on defense. Miami, you can win this in 7. I want you to. I know Denver's strong, but come on, y'all. Let's do it. Yo, this was a great episode of High Off the Glass. Game 2 tonight, NBA Finals. We're here for it. Game 2, NBA Stanley Cup Finals, either tomorrow night or Tuesday, and go Florida. I can't believe. You know what? I'm Florida both series in both sports, Miami and hockey. Let's go Florida. Want to see y'all do it. Do not want to see the West Coast wing. I'm an East Coast dude anyway. But yo, this is OThaGreat. This was dope. Go to YouTube. My City, My Music page or my High Off the Glass page and check out the NBA Finals live event we did. It was amazing. It was really good. So just check that out, watch it. And keep hooping, keep smoking. We out.